By the spring of 1944, the Allies knew they had to crack open a second front in Western Europe or risk losing the war to Hitler. After years of fighting across North Africa and Italy, the decision was made for a massive invasion of Nazi-occupied France. They called the whole thing Operation Overlord, but the critical landing phase was D-Day, set for the beaches of Normandy. Imagine the scale. More than 150,000 troops from America, Britain, Canada, and other allies were poised to storm a heavily fortified coast, supported by the largest armada ever assembled, over 5,000 ships and 13,000 aircraft. The Germans had built the Atlantic Wall, a string of concrete bunkers, mines, and obstacles they thought was unbreakable. But the Allies had been planning for 2 years, training in secret, and using clever deceptions like fake armies in England to make Hitler believe the real strike would come at Calais instead. The weather almost ruined everything. June 5th was stormy, but General Eisenhower made the gutsy call to go on the 6th. In the dead of night, thousands of paratroopers from the 82nd and 101st Airborne dropped behind enemy lines, their chutes catching moonlight as they scattered across fields and hedgerows. Many landed far from their targets, tangled in trees or flooded marshes, but they fought like demons to secure bridges and confuse the Germans. At dawn, the real fury hit the 5 beaches: Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword. Landing craft slammed through choppy waves under blistering fire. On Omaha, it was pure hell. American troops wading through blood-red surf, machine guns ripping into them from cliffs above. Guys like those in the first waves, some barely out of high school, had to blow gaps in barbed wire while their buddies fell around them. Yet they kept pushing, climbing those bluffs, one heroic stand at a time. By nightfall, the Allies had a foothold. Over 4,000 didn't make it, but that sacrifice cracked the door to liberating France, and eventually, all of Europe. It wasn't the end of the war, but it was the beginning of the end. Those men changed history with sheer courage on the shortest night that felt like forever.
Lectures like this can be made on any topic, any voice, including your own, any language, any duration, as a monologue or a debate in iOS app called Hearken Custom Lectures.